Hi there guys, how are you doing? So yes, here is a little bit of a business tip for you. A lot of people do fall into this category and make this mistake, easily make this mistake. A lot of people sort of get this, how can I call it, like a preconceived vision of like a negative thing that the client is going to give. You've got to make sure that you don't fall into that trap of having that preconceived sort of perception of how the client is going to turn out. So if you want to sort of say to the client, this is my terms, and if the client comes back and just says, well, I can't accept it, tough. The terms are that. This is what you're going to get. That's the time I'm going to turn up. This is how we're going to do it. Don't start thinking, oh, well, what about if the client says this? And what about if the client says that? That's a negative that you're thinking, and the client is in control of you all the time while you're doing that. Don't have this preconception that, the client is going to, this is going to go wrong and that's going to go wrong and the client's going to say this against you and the client's going to say that against you, because all you're going to focus on is exactly that, not the bigger picture, which is growing and getting bigger and getting better and being transparent and upbeat and positive and everything else. What you don't want is to have this negative thing. And this is what you're allowing people to do when you have this preconceived vision in your head of exactly what the client is going to say. Get rid of that preconceived, vision and just have your vision. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to work out. That is it. You've got to get rid of that preconceived thing, because that's what you don't want. It's like rich people, they invest for growth, whereas poor people, they'll invest for comfort. So you've got to bear that in mind. It's very, very important. And it's just get rid of the preconceived thoughts that you have in your head. Just get rid of those preconceived thoughts. It's very, very simple. You don't want them. Have how your business is going to work, set it in stone and go with it, and stay confident at all times and stay upbeat, professional, and make sure that you can hammer that home. Hammer it home. Don't let anybody else tell you how it's going to be. Don't get preconceived with what you think the client is going to say. Just go in and it's simple. That's it. If you want it, that's the price. If not, here's another alternative. Pay it for it this way. Very, very simple. Easy peasy. If you want any more tips and advice, keep following me and I am going to be keeping on sharing them. Keep smiling, guys. Eat more beef.